So there's a trend going around where people play this audio on TikTok and it talks about how they miss who they were prior to Donald Trump. Now, I have a take on that because I do too miss who I was prior to Donald Trump. I've always been very politically aware and politically active. Um, and when Trump came down that golden escalator in 2015, I did see it, I did notice it, but quite honestly, I didn't think much of it. For years, he'd been threatening that he was going to run for president, that he was going to run for president. Most of the time, it coincided with him releasing a book, and we all assumed it was mainly for book sales and nothing more. So when he came down that escalator, honestly, I just thought it was a spoof, a joke. It wasn't a real campaign. And I went on record even saying we need not to worry so much about Trump. We need to worry more about your Jeb Bushes, your Ted Cruz's, your Marco Rubio's, because those were the ones I felt were truly a danger to our society. And I never thought that for 1 minute Donald Trump would come anywhere near being elected president. And I was wrong. And I miss the way I was before then, because back then politics was a sport. You campaigned and you tried to get your person elected, and if they didn't get elected, well, next season, kind of like you would with your football team not winning the Super Bowl or your baseball team not winning the World Series. Oh, well, next season, because you trusted in the social norms that existed. You trusted in the institutions that existed. You trusted that there was guardrails to keep something from happening like what is happening now. But with Trump being elected during that first term, we saw him test those guardrails. We saw him try to do things and take it right up to this its legal barrier and push against that legal barrier. But there were people still in his administration that were still invested enough in the social norms and the political norms to keep him from crossing that line. This time around, he's eliminated anyone to question him. Everyone who is involved in his administration are just yes men. Politics is now life or death. We're not just debating philosophies any longer. And I miss the old ways, even though those old ways were very naive.